Good evening. Myself Aditi Chaudhary and I am from Islington College affiliated to London Metropolitan University. Currently, I am pursuing bachelor's in artificial intelligence and this is our last semester of our last year and we are talking here about our coursework CDL reporting in which we were assigned to have an internship and fulfill the criteria of at least 2 months of the internship. So regarding that, I'm presenting a presentation in front of you. So since I belong from AI background, I have started the internship as an AI lead intern. So basically what happens is we have to generate the leads for the businesses via AI. And the company in which I am working is Global Teams Private Limited, which is based in Kathmandu, and it's an human outsourcing company which provides internship to the students of IT, mostly in AI. Now, talking about my internship details, I started this internship on 10th of December 2025 and my domain was basically D2C for an Australian startup named the Longevity Farm and I was doing this under the global teams. So the main motive and main aspects of learnings were applied AI, digital marketing, AI tools and automation and so on. Now let's talk a bit about Global Team. So what kind of a company is Global Team? So Global Team is a next-gen remote workforce outsourcing company. As I said earlier, major focuses are AI interns who can provide services to the other overseas companies such as Australia, USA, Europe, UAE, etc. for lead generation and SDR services, also the virtual assistants and customer supports for the foreign countries. Now, in today's world, mostly 50 to 70% cost savings are done via local hiring. And by local hiring, I mean the places like Nepal, India, Bhutan, and Philippines. And proudly, we can say that Nepal is also booming in this aspect as we are able to deliver our services in most of the well-developed countries. Now, my role regarding AI lead generation. So there are four aspects of my internship. First is ICP research, AI assisted prospect identification, outbound campaign development, and social media and inbound content. So, for example, I have got my company, the Longevity Farm. Okay, it's a D2C company, and the major product is a weight loss supplement available in 2 sachets, AM and PM. So, first, I will identify their ICP. ICP is basically ideal customer profile. An ideal customer profile is something very important when we do lead generation using AI automation or even manually, because the first step to sell any kind of thing in a business is to know about what product is it and what is the USP of a business. The second aspect is the AI assisted prospect. Of course, earlier we used to generate leads via manual process, but now since the time is booming, the automation is the demand of the time, so we use AI assisted prospect. For outbound campaign, now there are two aspects, the social media and inbound and outbound. So in outbound, basically what I did was I used to send the cold outreach messages by using some sort of tools, and for inbound, I used to connect those tools with the social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok so that people could see their product, could get interested in their product, and once they tap on the video, they could get an automated link to the direct purchase venue or direct purchase team. So like that was the whole purpose. So during my internship, my company was very supportive. They never said no for any kind of progressive, either it's a workshop, either it's a webinar, or it's some sort of paid tools. So I would like to thank my company that they provided me so many tools with paid subscription. So the first tool is Apollo. It's used for outreach campaign. The instantly is used to create the various insights about uh, the leads. The N10 is basically the automation workflow by which we can connect any kind of flow together, or we can automate the back end of any kind of manual process. And I got Make for bulk sending the emails, and Claude Opus 4.7. Obviously, in today's time, we know that Claude is something which has been booming in the market, and obviously the 4.7, the paid version, is something which has to do critical task as well as analytical tasks. The Chat GPT, and also Higgsfield AI for inbound research, for inbound outreach, for platforms, for generating videos. Higgsfield helped me a lot. And Pomeli is something which can replace a social media manager in today's time. This is such an amazing product. And when I got this, Instagram is something I got access via the official mail of the company. They trusted me and gave me, and the Google Sheets and Excel are something which were available with me. So these were the altogether these were the stacks on which I was working. Now, I had 6 commitments to keep going on. First, the hands-on AI marketing tooling, and translating the client's ICP into campaign, and critically reflecting on the things and practices, building an AI-assisted lead gen framework, and developing professional commitment. So the 10 outcomes which I achieved during the evidence in the field is I developed the professional communication. At first, I was very nervous. I was a very shy student. I don't used to speak a lot, but this helped me a lot. Presenting the research findings, even though if I am correct in regarding some kind of learning or teaching, I used to feel very uncomfortable. So share my opinion to the whole boardroom. But during this, we used to have online meetings every week, and online learning sessions in which every intern had to educate the whole team once a week. And the third is documenting the process. Documenting is something which is very important, not just in our study or academic life, also in our everyday life, because documenting helps us to remember the facts, the knowledge which we learn. And the fourth is adapting to the new AI tools. Obviously, I am an AI student, but connecting myself with the AI tools in such a way was something which I was not much familiar with before, because it is paid tools, and obviously I didn't have much finances to explore the paid tool, but they provided me the opportunity to explore it. A feedback of problem solving. Now, what happens is when we get feedback, when we give feedback, or when there is circumstances or their scenario of giving feedback, a kind of a invisible responsibility develops within us, which makes us responsible that the feedback, for the sake of the good feedback, we should work progressively and nicely on the project. Prompt engineering. At first, I used to write very basic prompts, which doesn't used to give the much of a sufficient ideas. But after I explored the tools, after I explored some articles, after I tried to generate leads, it helped my prompting made much better. That data collection and cleaning. Data is something which can either break the company, break the business, or build the business. And data collection is something which I learned in a very deep and in a much better way. Authentication workflow design. So as there's a proverb, for building a good building, you should know the good drawing. So yeah, it helped me to design the workflows in a very good way. So the one placement which I did, it gave me 3 modules and 5 frameworks. The 3 modules were the digital marketing, technology, and marketing automation. The second is the business aspect, and third is the strategic market management. As someone in AI, I felt like I just didn't just got stuck with machine learning thing and the code oriented thing. This internship gave me the technical learning as well as made my business mind much more clearer, because let's be honest, when we combine AI and business in today's time, then definitely we can create some big things, and this helped me to crave my path in that. The placement at Global Teams Private Limited has been the most professional experience of all the time. All the supervisor, HR, our mentors were someone who were very friendly, very genuine, and they were very honest. If we ever felt stuck during any kind of conversation or any kind of output, they never scolded us. They never created a pressure. They used to treat us very well, like a own team, one team, like a family. And also we used to get a very good amount of stipend during our work provision. So yeah, it gave us some kind of motivation that definitely we should work. So yeah, this was it for the today, and at last I would like to thank Islington College for providing us this opportunity to experience something out of books, because in our country like Nepal, our knowledge always limits up to books, but with this module, it gave us the opportunity to explore things in a practical way. And honestly speaking, during finding my internship, I had searched way more internships, but at beginning I was not getting much positive result, also because of lack of experience, lack of communication, and the way we deal with the market. But I look myself 6 months before and 6 months after this internship, and I think it has helped me really well. Also, with this internship, I have developed very good confidence of speaking to foreign clients, that I'm also doing freelancing for some of the foreign clients simultaneously. So yeah, thank you, global teams, and yeah, that's it. Bye.